Asunder, the power of separation in language. Imagine a force so powerful it can tear apart the very fabric of relationships, nations, or even physical objects. Today, we're exploring a word that encapsulates this concept of separation and division. Asunder. Word type. Asunder is an adverb, though it's occasionally used as an adjective in certain phrases. Meaning, asunder means apart or into separate pieces, especially violently or abruptly. It implies a complete separation or division of something that was once whole. Word history. The word asunder has ancient roots, tracing back to Old English. It comes from the phrase onsundren, meaning separately. The on part gradually disappeared, leaving us with asunder. This word has been in use for over 1,000 years, maintaining its powerful connotation of division throughout the centuries. Antonyms. Antonyms for asunder include together, united, combined, and whole. These words represent the opposite state of what asunder describes, emphasizing unity rather than division. Synonyms. Synonyms for asunder include apart, separately, in pieces, into, and divided. While these words share similar meanings, asunder often carries a more dramatic or forceful connotation. Examples used in sentences. Let's explore how to use asunder in various contexts. The earthquake tore the ground asunder, creating a massive chasm in the earth. Their once strong friendship was torn asunder by a bitter disagreement. The treaty's collapse ripped the alliance asunder, leaving former allies in a state of distrust. In Shakespeare's play, Othello cries, "Oh, that the slave had 40,000 lives! One is too poor, too weak for my revenge. Now do I see is true. Look here, I go. All my fond love thus do I blow to heaven. 'Tis gone. Arise, black vengeance, from thy hollow cell. Yield up, O love, thy crown and hearted throne to tyrannous hate. Swell bosom with thy fraught, for 'tis of aspects tongues." Here, asunder is used poetically to describe the violent separation of Othello's love from his heart. Common errors in use. While asunder is a powerful word, it's often misused or overused. Here are some common mistakes to avoid. Firstly, asunder is typically used with verbs like tear, rip, or break. It's incorrect to say something is simply asunder without implying violent separation. Secondly, asunder is a formal and somewhat archaic word. Using it in casual conversation might sound overly dramatic or out of place. Reserve it for formal writing or speech, especially when describing significant divisions or separations. Lastly, don't confuse asunder with other similar sounding words like thunder or sundered. While sundered is the past tense of the verb to sunder, which means to split apart, asunder is always an adverb. To truly master the use of asunder, remember its connotation of violent or abrupt separation. This word carries weight and should be used judiciously to describe significant divisions, whether physical, emotional, or metaphorical. By understanding its nuances and using it appropriately, you'll demonstrate a sophisticated command of English vocabulary, essential for achieving that coveted band score 9.0 in IELTS.